pretty pumped because now we have this new segment called Zoom In. That's right. You just zoom on in, you jump on Zoom, you ask me a question, and we have a conversation. You have 5 minutes. And so if you want to call into the show, be a part of this Zoom In, I want you to email us at askao@ramseysolutions.com. I'm going to put that email address below so that way you can have it. But I really want to help you. Anything in life. I don't care what's going on. And today, we're going to have a conversation with Brian. His question is actually pretty unique. And so I'm looking forward to this. So let's zoom on in. What's going on, Brian? I heard you got a good question, man. So what's your question?
Yeah, man. So my fiance and I have been together 5 years and engaged for 4.
Congrats, man. When's the wedding?
Well, that's the question. So we about 2 years in, we're looking at getting married.
Okay.
Did taxes, looked at everything else, and it's going to be about $15,000 a year different in terms of our annual pay because she's got 2 kids from a previous marriage that didn't work out.
So when you say... I'm sorry. When you say $15,000 difference, as in you all will lose $15,000
exactly
of income. Is this because of like alimony, child support, anything like that?
Taxes and work benefits for her.
Taxes and work benefits. All right. So not necessarily actual pay, but you all would end up having to pay more taxes and you will lose some work benefits. Okay. Okay, cool. Go ahead. Oh, I'm just following. I'm following.
Cool. So my question is, hey, we've been holding off. We've had a religious ceremony with both of our families involved.
Okay.
And we've just been holding off filing paperwork because that seems like a huge chunk of change. So
are you guys living together right now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Living together right now. You guys have your own house.
Yep.
Been together for 5 years, engaged for 4.
Yeah.
And the only reason why you guys are not legally married is because you're trying to save the $15,000 in benefits and taxes.
Yeah, and for the kids and everything else, that seemed like the right call.
It's not the right call.
Okay.
Yeah. And here's why. I get exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to save money so that way you all can provide a healthy life for not just you two, but also for the kids. And I commend you, B, for thinking about her kids, who are not your kids. I commend you for that. But here's the spiritual side. The Bible wants us to obey the laws of the land. And so legally, you're not married, which means spiritually, you're not married as well. So God honors your heart. He honors your love. But in his eyes, yes, when you combine the two, legally, do the paperwork and have the spiritual ceremony. And the spiritual ceremony is not like no big old wedding. You can go down to the courthouse and just make your vows to the God. So if long as you do those two things together, now you are married. What I do not want you to do is miss out on the blessing of being married to save $15,000. All right. I believe, will you have to take a hit right now to join together financially? Absolutely. But think about the great opportunities and the great blessings that will come your way down the road, 2-3 years down the road, because you all are doing it correctly. That $15,000, you all will laugh about it the first year, because then now you may gain $15,000 in the next 2 or 3 years. How old are you, B?
I am 30.
How old is your fiance?
37. And her eldest, if this makes any difference, which it probably doesn't, is 15.
15?
So in 3 years, that makes a big difference.
Yeah. It does make a big difference. And here's the thing. I want y'all to get married. I want you to get married. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to get married too.
Yeah. And I don't want you, do not allow money, Brian, to stop you from living and walking in the right way. And I get it. You want to save that $15,000. I totally understand that. But you guys are already living together. You guys already love each other. Just go ahead and file the paperwork and just do it right. As a Christian guy, you know me, I'm going to speak my Christian faith. I want you to do it right because I believe if you do it right, the finances will not be a problem. And you never know the doors that will open up in the future for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Man, I love it. I love it, man. Well, That's our 5 minutes, bro. Thank you so much for calling in and rocking out here on the table. You're my first Zoom in call. So thank you so much for calling in and having a conversation with me, man. But I'm praying for you. Congrats to you and your wife on y'all engagement. I'm praying and believing, Brian, that y'all are going to get married this year. I'm praying and believing that y'all are going to tie that knot this year and have a great time. And then 2 years down the road, I want you to call me and tell me how much money you actually made. All right, bro?
Okay.
All right,
cool.
man. Be blessed, man.
Right on.
Peace.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Wow. YouTube. Before we end this show, do you agree with me? Like, should they get married or should they stay single so they can, keep the $15,000? I really want to know your answer. So drop it in the comments below. This was a very unique question, but I stand on what I say. But I also want to know, what does my family say? So drop your thoughts in the comments below. Should they go ahead and get married and work to build those funds back up, or should they just stay single as long as they can to keep their $15,000 a year? All right. Y'all, it's your boy, Anthony O'Neal. Man, thank you so much for rocking with me. I want to thank my producer, Connor Adams, and my entire AO team for making this thing happen. And we're going to see you all next week on the next show. Peace out.